My name is Mary Foreman. Approximately 3 years ago, I started having problems with breathing. I went to the doctor and I was diagnosed with COPD. I didn't really do much about it at that time, and it unfortunately continued to get worse. And then I had some environmental problems where I worked in my office, which caused it to turn worse, and I ended up in the hospital with respiratory failure and on a ventilator for about 6 days. When I got home after I got out of the hospital, I decided that I wanted to do whatever I could do to get as much of my life back as I could have back. I'm only 55 years old. I wasn't ready to give everything up yet. A doctor that I had been to prior to that happening had it just in bypassing mentioned they're doing wonderful things with stem cell research. So I started looking it up. And I looked it up, and I had actually been looking at it for approximately 2 years, and at some point was even willing to go out of the country to get it if I had to. And then I found this. I was so excited. For some reason, I knew this was exactly what I needed. I called my mom. I told her about it. She wasn't really familiar with what I was doing. Until then, I got her interested, and she agreed with me. She got on board with me. They do have to accept you here. I was so excited the day they accepted me. You ask Mom, I was telephoning everybody in Oklahoma City. I was so excited about that. And my hope is that after this procedure is finished, that I will still be able to do a few things that I could have done maybe 2 years ago. Walk my dog around the block, go to the mall and go shopping. I would even like to be able to walk through the airport and do a little more traveling. Because like I said, I don't feel like I'm that old yet, and I'm not ready to give it up yet. I had heard a little vaguely about stem cell research, had not really looked into it a lot. When I did, and the more I looked into it, the more I realized that if anything was going to help me, that was what it was going to be. And I had the treatment, the stem cell treatment for COPD, the IV plus the nebulizer. I did not find anything against it. Some people were very neutral about it, but I did not find anything against it, which is what, I'm glad you brought that up, made me make up my mind that the most I'm going to lose is my money if I don't make it. As it turned out, it was the best money I've ever spent in my life. I took my niece to Las Vegas in July. I had this done in April. I took Morgan to Vegas in July for her 21st birthday, just me and Morgan. I was able to travel with her. I went to the hotel. I didn't have to have help, no wheelchair or anything. I've also found that, it wasn't an overnight deal, but every day I'll be doing something and I think, oh, I couldn't have done this.